Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB Binance Coin. So also moving higher, we now have reached a state where we have more certainty. I think already in the last video I made you aware that this is probably only a third wave. We were coming down here in a fourth, only a very shallow pullback though. But we never broke key support, so the focus was kept higher. It's a coin that I update a little bit more frequently for channel members on the in the gold membership. So I don't make that many videos because for some reason not too many people are interested in this coin. I don't know why. Nevertheless, it's quite a good chart still. Yeah. Remember when we came down, I gave you a 220 target. That was a turnaround. Yeah. I did keep the focus on lower, medium term, but short term higher after the breakout, and said we could easily reach here sort of 270 and higher, obviously, as long as the $260 support level holds. There was a support level at 260. So focus was higher, and then the key threshold here was at $297 because we talked about that if we get above the 78.6 retracement here, it is more likely that this is going to become a breakout pattern, which means that out of these two possibilities that we had, so there was either the possibility of it being a B wave to the upside, which to be honest it could still be, therefore I have not taken it off the chart, but it has become far less likely, so the probabilities have now shifted towards a breakout to the upside. Not certainties, only probabilities, which means this white wave count is getting more likely, which means we should get a 5-wave move up. At the end of the 5 waves we will know more, and then the ABC structure that should follow to the downside would provide a suitable entry point, or even the wave 4 support could be traded. So this is how it then should unfold. Looking at the higher level pattern, because this is now getting more relevant, it would be something like that, wave 1 up. I will change the color in a minute, and then it should take us higher, change the wave degree as well. So yeah, this is sort of how I would now prefer it for BNB. So with BNB, I mean, we did talk about it, you know, for a long time now, that as long as this green support area is holding, that there is nothing bearish on this chart. So we never broke that 215 level down here. So it is still my view that this is a 1-2 setup here, and that we now can follow the breakout to the upside. So that would then be a wave 3 higher level. The only concern I had, which is now obviously we've got a bit of relief now, so you know the concern is less of a concern now, was that the way we came down here was quite impulsive. So I was tracking this orange count, which also allowed for short-term upside, until we broke above 297, which then made it morph back into this sort of bullish pattern. Yeah. So I won't take the orange one out of the off the chart though, because the orange count is still a possibility. B waves can be overshooting and they can be fairly strong, but please treat it only as alternative count at the moment. I'm now primarily following the white count as long as support is holding. And what is the support level now that is relevant? So I think similar to Ethereum, we have finished here the third wave. So in line with what we talked about in the previous video, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and then the 5th wave expected. This is probably topped now. Bear in mind, these can always extend out further, especially in the current stage. And it seems like at the moment that a wave 5 is often the one that gets extended at the moment in crypto. But we can formulate now support for the 4th wave, and this is the level, if we want to see that 5th, that the price should not drop below. So support is now at $276. The ideal target now would be if it comes back to 285, that would be the 38.2 retracement, but the minimum target for this 4th wave would be the $296 level. So in this region, the price should head into, with the $296 level being the least likely one out of experience. A 4th wave most likely gets to the 38.2 retracement, the $285 level. It can also go to 276, but below that we have a less reliable pattern, and the scenario that we might get a breakdown in the orange count will get into focus. So if anybody wanted to trade the 5th wave, I mean, you can do what you want, but for me it would be scaling into this area and then and then having a stop loss below the box, below the 50% retracement, maybe giving it a little bit more space because we have a very volatile environment at the moment. But if we have a substantial break below the 50% retracement, this count is again being challenged. But as long as this support level holds, the focus needs to be on higher. We don't even need to reach the box. There is no rule for a wave 4 to head into the box. But what I can tell you, this is critical support. If we don't even reach the box, I would even argue that the third wave wasn't finished yet. So as we get into it, it would be a healthy wave 4, and then it would be a confidence trade setup. Until then, not really. And then we can reach the fifth wave. What would be a target for the fifth wave? Again, at the moment, we can only make assumptions because we don't have a low-in for wave 4. Only then I can really give you a target, but we can make some assumptions. So I will, for that purpose, I will measure the length of the third wave, and I go to keep it safe to the lowest point of the fourth wave that's possible. And then we should be able to reach here the 323 level to 353, the 61.8 extension of the wave 3 to the 100% extension. That is the ideal target. Again, we can always see extensions, but that's sort of what would be the most likely one. And then this should finish off a wave 1, and then we can come down here, in an ABC structure in a wave 2, and that would then be the next entry point. Okay, and that's my update about BNB. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.